What's up, guys? And welcome to Chiefs Chat. Today we're doing the Chiefs versus 49ers game preview, okay? And I couldn't be more excited for this game, man. You know, I love football games, especially Chiefs games, you guys know. Playing the 49ers this week, and that's an interesting matchup. Very, very interesting indeed, especially considering the signing of Christian McCaffrey, okay? Or I guess trade, I should say. Big one. Very, very big trade. Late Thursday night, you know, we're getting done with that Thursday night football game, and boom, the news hits us, okay? The Panthers traded Christian McCaffrey to the San Francisco 49ers, you know, for a plethora of draft picks. But this was just a shocking move, okay? Very, very shocking. And the first thing that came through my mind was, we have to play this team. We have to play this team, okay? We've got to play the 49ers, okay? And will Christian McCaffrey be on the field? Will Christian McCaffrey have a big impact on this game? You know, and that remains to be known, you know? We don't really know how much of him we're going to see. But I would assume, okay, you know, the second he landed in San Francisco, I mean, he was suited up and ready to go, you guys know. Okay, so I think based on that fact alone, you know, they are definitely looking at him trying to learn, you know, plays as quickly as possible so that he can be ready as soon as possible. I mean, you got to think about it like this, okay? They gave up a lot of draft capital to bring in this guy, Christian McCaffrey. If he is suited up, if he is healthy, if he is ready to go, they're going to want to use him as much as they possibly can, okay? So I feel like based on that, you know, they're going to bring him in. They're going to have him learn, you know, the essentials. They're going to be like, you know, here's our, you know, here are the run plays. You know, these are things obviously you need to know. And here are a couple of the pass plays, you know, to see if we can get you involved in the passing game. And Christian McCaffrey, I mean, you can tell he's a smart guy. You know, he's a pretty smart player. You know, and he was utilized in so many different ways in Carolina. So I would assume that knowledge would translate, you know, going to a different offense, you know. And I think, honestly, you know, a lot of what San Francisco does reminds me of what Carolina does with Christian McCaffrey, you know, but they use it with Kyle Juszczyk, their fullback. So I think, you know, really it's just take Kyle Juszczyk, replace Christian McCaffrey, and there you go. I mean, I feel like it's as simple as that. I feel like they've already got a pretty good amount of plays in place for Christian McCaffrey to succeed over there. And so that's why I feel like it's a pretty good fit for them, you know. I could definitely see why they would make that trade. I can definitely see why the 49ers would feel pretty good about their team and want to make a big move to try to compete. Although I will say it is pretty strange. You know, you don't see a lot of quarterbacks, or you don't see a lot of teams who lost their starting quarterback due to injury try to make a move to compete. But I mean, Jimmy G is there. You know, Jimmy G, we've seen him do it, man. We've seen him take that 49ers team to the Super Bowl. You know, and who's saying he can't do it again? You know, I feel pretty good about Jimmy G being on that team. Of course, Trey Lance is the guy who had the raw talent. You know, I do applaud their decision to make sure that he was the starting quarterback in week 1 because I do think that he is capable of being a fantastic quarterback in this league. But Jimmy G, you can't discount his reliability. You know, he's a game manager. You know, he's going to do what he needs to do to try to win the football game, and he is a winning quarterback. You know, that's something that you cannot take away from Jimmy G. He is a winning quarterback. So, you know, we're going to see. We're definitely going to see what happens with Christian McCaffrey on the team. It's going to be very, very interesting for us Chiefs fans, you know, watching this team. And I think, you know, prior to the Christian McCaffrey signing, I wasn't worried about this game at all. You know, and again, it's another one of those situations where the Chiefs come into this game, you know, oh man, this should be an easy win, whatever, you know, but let's not, you know, let's not come into this game with that mentality, considering the fact that that's what we did with the Colts. Didn't end well, okay? And, you know, maybe I'm a little bit lower on the 49ers than most people are, but I just don't see them as a great team, okay? I just really don't. You know, who did they lose to last week? Because I'm forgetting, but it was not a good team. They lost to a very not good team, okay? But, again, man, 49ers, you cannot, you know, you can't discredit the impact that Deebo Samuel has on the game. Absolutely not. I mean, this dude is a strong runner. And I'm really happy because another thing that we need to talk about, Willie Gay, thankfully, is finally back from his suspension. He will play against the 49ers, and he's a hard-hitting guy. Okay, when it comes to Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, you know, these are strong physical players. And we need strong physical players on defense to be able to put them on the ground. And that's why Willie Gay, great to have him back. Really good, okay? And hopefully we get a couple more pieces from the secondary back on this team, you know, to be able to compete with these guys, okay? And I think not only will we compete, but we will still take the victory. Christian McCaffrey or not, I think we've got this one in the bag. But we need to attack, man. We need to, you know, come into this game with the mentality, Let's put up as many points as possible. Let's shut these guys down on offense, you know? That's exactly the way we need to approach this game, you know? Plain and simple. We cannot beat around the bush here, man. This is a great team. We got to attack this team with the mentality that this team, they're trying to compete, okay? They showed, plain and simple, they made a big move, shocked the NFL world, okay? Everyone knows, it's clear as day that this team, they're trying to attack teams. They're trying to make a run. It is clear as day. It's never been more clear, up until now, after that big trade. So, this is a team that, we want to try to put on the ground. We want to try to freaking demolish because, let's just crush these guys' spirit. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's just crush them because I know, bringing in Christian McCaffrey, they're trying to make a big play here. And I think coming out, their mentality in this game is, hey man, we're ready. We're trying to compete. We just made this big move. We're trying to show the NFL world that we're here. And so right now they have a perfect opportunity against the Chiefs to really come out and show, hey, look at this, man. Look at this great team. Boom. So with all that being said, big keys to the game right here. Get our secondary back. Get healthy. Compete, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, they've got a fantastic group of wide receivers. Lock these guys down. Contain these guys. And on top of that, we got to make sure that we're getting our defense back on track when it comes to the linebackers. Willie Gay coming back, got to understand, where he fits within this linebacker group, now that we haven't had him for a few weeks, And on top of that, we got to make sure we're keeping tabs on what they're doing with Christian McCaffrey. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very difficult to game plan for a guy who, you're just not sure how much of an impact he's going to have. So that's the challenge for the Chiefs. We just got to attack this team. We definitely got to make sure that we're on top of this 49ers football team because, they've got a chip on their shoulder right now. They're trying to shock the NFL world, okay? We can't let them do it. We got to stay strong, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next Chiefs Chat. Peace out.